Red X. Guys, this is my experience. Hindi ako nagagawa-gawaan or something. Experience ko talaga to sa NAIA. So, nilagyan nila ng mark na X yung box ko. Lahat ng corner. So, hindi mo siya maitatago paglabas mo. So, nagtaka ako nung pagkuha ko ng bagahe ko. Sabi ko, bakit may X na mark na red? Sabi ko, anong meron? Wala naman akong dinala na, wala naman akong dinala na dangerous goods or something na ganyan na kailangan i-declare na bawal na mga item, ganyan. Pero, syempre, medyo na kinakabahan ako kasi since 2012 nasa Dubai na ako So, ilang beses na akong umuwi sa Pinas, tas first time kong na-experience yung ganon. So, nung palabas na kami, hi guys! It's Marlene here from The Mangyans Wanderer. For today's vlog, explain ko naman yung e-travel since madalas naman akong nauwi ng Pinas. Yun yung i-explain ko today kasi maraming nagtatanong kung paano gumawa ng e-travel. Especially ngayon na yung custom declaration is sinama na nila sa e-travel sa arrival. So, ayun, ipapakita ko yung app na meron na kasi siyang app Kung ayun nyo naman gamitin yung app, punta kayo sa website, wala namang problema, same lang naman yon. So, yung app niya is kulay ng flag natin, yung may yellow, blue, and red na circle. So, pag open ng app, makikita nyo dito is hello, welcome, log into eGov.ph, which is sa home, nakalagay yung NGA, LGU, jobs, tourism, travel, startup, health, and more. So, explore nyo lang yan, pero ang i-explain ko lang talaga dito is yung para sa travel, sa e-travel natin. So, disregard nyo yung ibang mga button, punta tayo dun sa may dun sa bilog na may travel sa ilalim na ang picture niya is airplane. So, pag click mo ng travel, may lalabas siya, is your passport up to date? So, ang option niya is update passport or yes. So, since updated naman yung passport ko, doon tayo sa yes. And then, to continue the following eGov.ph app, information need to be shared with travel is yung name, phone number, and email address. So, option is I agree or cancel. So, syempre, pag nag-cancel ka, hindi na mag-go through yung e-travel mo. So, syempre, doon tayo sa I agree. So, lalabas yung info mo. Sa ilalim ng pangalan is passport number. Tapos, may nakalagay new travel declaration. Next is add family member. So, andun na rin yung mga history mo ng travel mo. So, dati, nung first na ginamit ko pa siya nung February, hindi pa naka-attach yung custom declaration. But since yung trending na video is yung mga nag-circulate, for sure, nakita nyo naman yun sa Facebook, TikTok, and everything. So, yung custom declaration is inad na nila dito sa e-travel. Ito na yung nakalagay. Announcement, you may only register within 72 hours prior to your arrival or departure in the Philippines. Travelers are enjoined to present their e-travel QR code to flight boarding. So, ayun, mas okay siguro dito na wag masyadong maaga kasi malay nyo may pa naman, may mga changes, ganyan. Kasi madali lang naman, at least one day before the flight. Usually, ganun ako gumawa, one day before the flight. Just in case na wala pa kayong ginawa, so out of Dubai kasi, pag mag-check-in ka, tinatanong ka rin ng check-in staff na sa counter kung merong e-travel na, so i-remind ka naman. So kung wala ka pa, pwede ka namang gumawa. Actually, yung pinaka-latest namin ginawa is, nandun na kami sa boarding gate. Yun, tapos, pero may ginawa naman kami before, pero kailangan lang ng edit. So, in-edit lang namin dun sa boarding gate na. Madali lang naman siyang gawin, in fairness. Clear naman yung mga instruction dito at mga kailangan mong fill upan. So, after nung announcement, travel registration. So, for me, current user or for other family member. And then, so, lagi yung sa akin is for me and then air. So, arrival, entering the Philippines. So, kunyari yun yung i-press natin. So, by clicking continue, you agree to the data privacy and affidavit of undertaking. So, continue. New travel declaration. So, fill up your travel information. Let's get started. Ganyan, travel Philippines. Travel details, Philippine arrival via air. So, question is, first one is purpose of travel. Click nyo lang yung arrow for the drop-down option. So, syempre yung sa akin is OFW, pero kayo bahala kung saan kayong category papasok. Kung holiday, pleasure, vacation, convention, conference, education, training, studies, government official mission, health and medical reason, business professional. So, sa akin, since I'm OFW ako. And then, traveler type, kung aircraft passenger ka or flight crew. So, hindi lang pasahero yung gumagawa ng e-travel, pati yung mga flight crew na, for example, sa Emirates, kunyari, yung mga Emirates crew na may biyahe sa Pinas, gumagawa din sila ng e-travel. Kaya dalawa yung option dito, isang aircraft passenger and then flight crew. So, syempre, since hindi ka flight crew, dun ka sa aircraft passenger. Tapos is dito, destination upon arrival in the Philippines, o kung saan ka pupunta pagdating mo ng Pinas. So, meron ditong residence, hotel, resort, kung magbabakasyon ka lang, or magta-transit via airport. And then, you can click here kung same as permanent country of resident po. So, since sa akin na based on Dubai, so hindi ko i-click yon. Antik ko yung box na yon, and then doon ako sa residence, and then itatype ko na lang yung sa baba yung residence address kung saan ako tutuloy sa Manila, which is sa Pasig. Yun, type nyo lang yung address doon. Flight information, name of airlines. So, nandito lahat, i-drop down nyo lang, click nyo lang yung arrow down, and then piliin nyo lang kung anong airlines kayo. Andito naman lahat. Emirates, because I'm using only Emirates Airlines. So, Emirates Airline, click natin yon, and then sa ilalim is merong flight number. Yun. And then next, origin, kung saan kayong country manggagaling. So, ayan, may drop down din. Piliin nyo lang kung saan kayong country. So, for me is United Arab Emirates. Yan, click nyo lang. And then airport of origin. So, kung saan kayo manggagaling na airport. Kung sa Dubai ba or Abu Dhabi. Actually, ang nilalagay ko na lang dito is yung airport code, which is yung 3-digit na letter. So, sa Dubai is DXB. So, DXB lang yung nilagay ko. And then date of departure. So, for example, I'm gonna leave on let's say June 17. So, lagay natin dito 17/06/2024. So, i-tick nyo yung box, and then airport of destination. So, since sa Terminal 3 ako sa Manila NAIA, so yun lang, click nyo lang yung dun sa options. Actually, nag-automatic na siya ngayon paglagay mo ng flight number, nag-automatic siya kung saang airport na siya maglaland. So, since sa akin, nakalagay na yung EK332 na Emirates Airline, sa airport of destination ko, naka-automatic ng Ninoy Aquino International Airport T3, MNL yung code. And then, date of arrival, let's say June 18. So, 06/18/2024. So, next natin, after nun, is next page, new travel declaration. So, this is regarding health declaration. Countries, work, visited, and transited in the last 30 days. So, optional lang yon. It means hindi siya mandatory. It's up to you if you wanna put something or just leave it as is. So, sa akin, hindi na ako naglalagay dun kasi since optional naman siya. And then next, have you had any history of exposure to a person who is sick or known to have communicable infectious disease in the past 30 days prior to travel? O, syempre, no. And then, have you been sick in the past 30 days? No. Pero syempre, depende naman yan sa inyo, no? Kung may sakit kayo or something, tapos kayo nang bahala kung mag-yes or no kayo. Kasi, may na-experience ako nung last na umuwi ko is hindi ko sure kung yung isang pasahero, kung nag-yes siya dun sa may health declaration, kasi after niyang pumila sa immigration, after niyang matanong, and then pinaproceed siya sa Bureau of Quarantine. So, I don't know what happened, but maybe it's regarding in that health declaration. I'm not really sure. So, after that one, mag-go through na siya dito sa Philippine Custom Declaration, which is yung baggage declarations. So guys, napaka-importante na basahin nyo to, lalo na yung hindi naman madalas umuwi. Huwag kayong basta-basta naniniwala sa mga sinasabi ng ibang mga pasahero, lalo na yung hindi naman talaga reliable, you know. Kasi kayo yung magta-travel kayo yung magdadala ng mga item, ganyan. So kailangan malaman nyo siya kung ilan ba yung allowance natin, kung ano yung mga declarable items, kung ano yung mga bawal na items na dalhin sa check-in, na pwede lang sa luggage, ganon. So, yung ibang details actually ng ganyan, makikita nyo naman sa website ng airline. Kita nyo dun yung mga items na pwede dyan yung dalhin as carry-on or sa check-in baggage. So, sa baggage declaration, ayan, hindi ko na siguro to basahin, no? Isa-isa. Kayo na lang magbasa, guys. Medyo mahaba. Basta ayan, basahin nyo na lang. So, another thing. So, one of my experience kasi is 3 kami passenger arrival sa Pinas na NAIA T3. I have boxes and I have suitcase. And then yung mga kasama ko may mga suitcase din. So, dun sa isang box ko is pinagsama-sama ko yung basta marami siyang mga quantities ng item. And then siguro is na-check nila through x-ray. So, what they did is on my box, they just put red X. So, nilagyan nila ng mark na X yung box ko. Lahat ng corner. So, hindi mo siya maitatago paglabas mo. So, nagtaka ako nung pagkuha ko ng bagahe ko. Sabi ko, bakit may X na mark na red? Sabi ko, anong meron? Wala naman akong dinala na dangerous goods or something na ganyan na kailangan i-declare na bawal na mga item, ganyan. So, nung palabas na kami, yung custom officer doon is nakita na may X yung one of my boxes. So, in-stop nila kami. And pag may ganun pala, i-check nila yung bag mo. So, they opened the box in front of our eyes, which is yung kasama ko is they tried to take video. Same what happened to that trending video video na nangyari ba sa Clark, if I'm not mistaken, that one. But then the custom officer told us na, no, bawal ganyan, bawal daw mag-video, ganito, ganyan. So ayun, they opened the boxes and I let them check what's inside. So yun, in-explain nila na kailangan sa ganitong item lang. Actually, ang laman nun is yung henna. Yung henna, palaman, tapos mga damit, sabon, parang may mga lotion. Kasi usually pag umuwi na lang naman ako, mga Bath and Body Works, ganyan, Victoria's Secret, diba ganun, pabango lotion, ganun yan. But the thing is, dun kasi sa isang box is pinagsama-sama ko lahat na marami siya. So nakita nila na parang yung quantity is pambenta. Means na yung hindi mo naman personal use, na yung quantity is as in marami. For example, siguro mga 15 and above, ganyan. So na-check nila yon. But since tatlo kami, pasok naman yun sa allowance namin, kaya hindi ako pinagbayad or something, but I filled out the hard copy ng custom declaration. Yun, pinalapan ko lang, they check it, and then when they know the three of us traveling together, they let us go kasi pasok naman yun sa allowance namin. So, make sure guys, sa mga travel pa, lalo na pag mag-isa lang kayo, make sure na yung mga dala-dala nyo is pasok sa allowance. Ito naman is just in case lang na ma-check kayo, you know, para better na rin na nag-iingat kayo sa pabayarin kayo, di ba? So, it's next dito is yung all goods and imported from any foreign country, including those previously exported from the Philippines, shall subject to duties and taxes, except when is specifically exempted. So, ayun, nandito naman lahat. Kayo na lang magbasa, no? Maano yung lalamunan ko kasi, guys. Masyado na siyang mahaba. Tapos, andito, nakalagay dito, yun, isa pa pala, kasi di ba may mga gusto sa inyong umuwi ng cigarette, syempre imported galing ibang bansa, di ba? So, ang allowance lang dito is nakalagay, each traveler is entitled to duty and value added tax free importation of 2 rings of cigarette or 50 sticks of cigar or 250 grams of pipe tobacco and 2 bottles of liquor with total value of 10,000 pesos. So, ayun lang yung allowance, guys. So, yun, after nun, failure to declare any dutiable goods will subject the traveler to payment of duties and taxes plus a surcharge of 30% based on the total landed cost of goods. So, the following goods are prohibited. So, prohibited, ito yung mga bawal. Written or printed goods, negatives or cinematographic film, photographs, engraving, lithographs, counterfeit goods. Yan, yung mga fake na mga kung ano-ano, diba? Ang dami ng mga fake ngayon. So, counterfeit na mga bags, shoes, gold, silver, other precious metal or alloy in the stamp, brand or mark does not indicate actual fineness of quality of the metals or alloy. So, basta nakalagay lang dito, indicate ng actual fineness of quality ng metal. So, yun, kung 18K, 24K, syempre may nakalagay naman sa label. And the next, general declaration. Reminder, passengers should declare if bringing in any of the following. First is Philippine currency or any Philippine monetary instrument in excess of 50,000 pesos. Foreign currency or foreign monetary instrument in excess of 10,000 US dollar or equivalent niya, gambling paraphernalia, cosmetics, skincare products, food supplement and medicine in excess of quantities for personal use. Kunyari may mga dala kayong pabango na pag mga 15 pieces, 12 pieces na ganyan, diba, excess na siya sa personal use kasi sobrang dami naman. Sasabihin nila sa'yo, kahit sabihin mong pasalubong, ang quantities niya pa rin is para yung pambenta at hindi personal use. So, kailangan mong i-declare yun. Again, guys, nasa sa inyo kung i-declare nyo lahat ng dala nyo or not. Pero mas okay na i-declare nyo lahat kasi once na na-random check kayo or something, anyone pwedeng i-random check. So, kung ma-random check kayo and they find out that you're bringing ganito, ganyan, na kailangan palang i-declare tapos hindi nyo dineclare and then pinagbayad kayo, hindi nila yun fault. Fault nyo yun kasi malinaw yung sa e-travel natin. So, ayun, follow na lang guys para smooth yung travel. Kasi pag finalo mo naman kung ano yung nakasunod, wala ka namang magiging problema. Food stuff. Fruits, vegetable, live animals, meat, eggs, marine and aquatic products, plants or the products and their byproducts. So, ito yung mga fresh something. So, kailangan mong i-declare. Mobile phone, handheld radio and similar gadgets in excess of quantities for personal use and radio communication equipment. So, pag may mga dala kayong pasalubong ng mga iPhone sa mga pabinet nyo sa Pinas, not only iPhone but any mobile phone. So, declare nyo lang siya guys para walang maging problema. Remains, human ashes, human organs or tissues. So, kailangan yung i-declare yan. And then, yung sinabi ko kanina, jewelry, gold, precious metals or gems, and then other goods not mentioned above. Okay, mamaya ako na i-go through doon pag clinic ko yung ano. So, after nun, currency declaration tayo. Any person bringing into the taking out of Philippines, local and foreign currencies, or monetary instrument is required to declare the whole amount using the currencies declaration form in the following following instances only. So actually dito sa currency declaration is since wala naman akong inuwi na more than 10,000 US dollar. So hindi ako nagde-declare sa currency declaration. Doon lang tayo sa custom, guys. So wala dito. I'm not gonna explain this one kasi hindi naman ako nagde-declare ng currency. Hindi tayo mayaman, guys. So, ayun, non-declaration or false declarations shall be subject to sanctions such as confiscation of the currency and possible criminal prosecution. Basahin nyo na, super red dito, kaya basahin nyo maigi. Offenses that may result of the forfeiture of the goods and or imposition of penalties and criminal prosecution of the traveler or crew, bringing in of prohibited or restricted goods, bringing in or of regulated goods in excess of the allowable limits without the necessary import permit, yan, assault, resistance, or disobedience to a custom officer, making any false or misleading statement to a custom officer, yun. Ayan, basahin nyo yan ha, naka-red yan, guys. So, next is, do you have baggage or currency to declare? So, since I have baggage to declare, so, may option dito, no, yes, and previous. So, since may i-declare akong baggage, kasi nga may mga dala-dala akong pasalubong, so, press ko yung yes. Dito siya, Philippine Custom Declaration, accompanied family members, kung below 18 years old na may kasama ka, so, click mo lang yun kung may isa kang kasama, or pag 18 years old and above, yung kasama mo, lagay ka lang kung may isa kang kasama, then put 1. Ganun. Tapos number of baggage, check in pieces. So kung ilan yung dalawang mong pieces. So usually ako pag umuwi, dalawang check-in ko. So lagay nyo lang dito is 2. And then hand carry. So kung ilan yung hand carry mo, ako usually may isang tote bag, tapos may isang maliit na cabin bag. So I'm gonna put here 2 as well. Then first time visiting Philippines. So, syempre no. But kung first time mo, syempre, yes sa inyo, di ba? Then, next. So, ito next. For customs, general declaration, total amount of goods purchased or acquired in abroad. So nakalagay, Philippine currency in excess of 50,000. Syempre, no. Foreign currency, US dollar more than 10,000, no. Pero syempre, iba-iba tayo, no. Hindi naman yung dala ko is katulad din ng dala mo, di ba? Yung pag-fill up nyo is based on dun sa kung ano yung dala nyo. Gambling, paraphernalia, no. Dito, cosmetic skincare. So, dito kasi skincare products, cosmetic dito siya pumapasok yung mga lotion, something na ganyan. So, yes ako dito. If yes, please submit prior important permit clearance from the Food and Drug Administration. May nakalagay, pero wala naman akong nilagay dyan. So, nakalagay lang dito yung may nakalagay na add item and quantity action. Ganyan. So, pag nag-add item ka, nakalagay dito is yung description. So, kunyari, maglagay ako ng lotion. Type ko lang, kunyari, VS lotion. BS lotion, nakalagay dyan. Tapos, kung ilan yung quantity niya, o kunyari, 5 na quantity niya. Tapos, amount in US dollars. So, magkano yun? Kunyari, nabili ko siya ng, let's say, 70 dirhams, ganyan. So, i-times nyo lang na lang, i-convert nyo na lang, use Google. You'll just put it there, amount in US dollar. So, kung magkano man yun. And then after nun, add mo lang siya. Tapos, dangerous drugs, syempre no tayo doon. Firearms is no. Alcohol and tobacco, yon kung meron kayo, so click nyo yes. Since wala ako, magno-no tayo. Tapos sa mga fresh things, wala rin naman akong dinadala. So, no tayo dyan. Mobile phone, last time, may dinalang pasalubong. So, kung may pasalubong kayo, just click yes. So, since ako wala, no. Cremains, no din tayo. Jewelry, no, ganyan. Kapag meron kami, syempre yes. And then, other goods not mentioned above, I click yes. Because meron akong dinala na, kunyari, shoes, ganon. So, quantity, 1, and then amount in US dollars. So, let's just approximately put random amount. So, after nun, next mo lang siya. So, pag next mo, for custom declaration, attachments, and signature, may nakalagay dito, upload file. So, kung ano yung mga din-clear nyo. So, for me, before, di ba nilagay ko doon na shoes, and then Victoria's Secret, picturean nyo lang. Picturean nyo yun, and then upload file. And then, after nun, sa signature, okay, kunyari, ayan, pag hindi kayo masaya sa sign nyo, i-clear nyo lang siya. And then, by clicking next, you hereby certify under pain of falsification that this declaration is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. Next mo lang siya. pag okay na, yun na, lalabas na yung QR code nyo. And another thing, yung QR code is isisend din yun sa email nyo. Kaya pag hindi nyo siya na-screenshot dito sa mismong app, puntahan nyo lang yung email nyo. So, another thing naman, so ano to guys sa arrival. Departure naman sa Pinas, same thing without yung custom declaration. Currency lang yung tatanungin. Wala na yung mga option kung ano yung mga dala mo. Currency lang. So, kung wala ka na may declare na currency, just note. Ayun. So, kung may katanungan kayo regarding e-travel and kaya ko naman siyang sagutin or na-experience ko or namin nang umuwi sa Pinas, you can just comment down below. And then, you can follow us in our Facebook as well, The Mangyans Wanderer. So, ayun lang guys. So, sa mga uwi ng Pinas, don't forget e-travel para i-smooth yung process nyo. Kasi pagdating sa Pinas, once you arrive, pag lumabas ka ng Aero Bridge, may mga officer doon asking you if you have e-travel. So, kung wala ka, papagawin ka nila on the spot. Kasi once pumunta ka ng immigration and you don't have e-travel, hindi nila ipaprocess. And one thing guys, there are certain times na depende on the time of the arrival na sobrang daming pasahero sa immigration. So, advice ko lang if you have the printed boarding pass, yung mga hard copy na may mga scan code, doon na kayo pumila sa e-gate. Madali lang siya. Pag mobile boarding pass naman, like yung sa amin before, nagtry ako sa e-gate, nagamit yung mobile boarding pass, hindi siya na-scan yung QR code. So, kailangan, pag ganun lang yung boarding pass nyo, doon kayo talaga mismo sa tao pipila. So, ayun lang guys. So, that's all for this vlog. Yun, please like, comment, subscribe, and share na din sa mga kakilala nyo na mga uuwi ng Pinas. And hope na makatulong tong video na to sa mga kababayan natin na uuwi ng Pinas. Ayun lang, bye everyone. And sa mga uuwi ng Pinas, happy vacation, enjoy. Bye!